They can go to the strip club, and even in the strip club, if you go and see, they can be there hanging out with the chicks, have a couple drinks. Who you really see going in and out and taking down upstairs or to the back is Americans.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that where the Dominican women don't treat Dominicans the same way that they treat black people. Like the way they ask for money, or I'm sick, my grandmama's sick, I need some. I've never seen them go that way with a Dominican man. It's like,
I will think in this way. I will think the ladies now out there, and especially the youngest one, is just popping doing these things. They play smart. I can say that because today is like, okay, this is an African American. He got money.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that it is about time that we address the non-elephant in the room as it pertains to what it's like to be a foreign man in most overseas countries, right? And here's the truth. The dark side that was mentioned in this video that's happening in the Dominican Republic is happening, I know for a fact, in places like Philippines and Thailand and probably some other areas overseas, right? So if you listen to the video, the young lady is explaining, and you can hear the gentleman in the background basically saying that they look at foreigners very different, right? The way that they approach a foreign man is nowhere near the way that they would approach local guys, right? And the same I can also vouch for is happening in the Philippines. You do have a lot of, poor mouthing and a lot of, oh, I need this, somebody needs help me with my tuition, my rent needs to be paid, my boarding house this, somebody's sick, oh, I need money. And you hear a lot of these women coming at foreign men with that, and you very rarely, if at all, hear them going to their own local men like that. But at the exact same time, I have to ask this very, 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 very pertinent question. What the fuck do you expect when you're a foreign man? Do you expect to get the exact same treatment as the local guys? You're different. So I can't see how you could expect the exact same treatment. Now, this is where we hit that pivotal moment in the video wherein you have two ways that you can play this. You can play into your foreigner role, and you can give that money, and you can be the simp or whatever they want to call you for helping out this woman, and you can do this, that, and the other and get nothing for it. Or you can help out and as a result receive something beneficial, if you know what I mean, in return. You see, a wise man once said that a lot of relationships are transactional. And I'm starting to believe that more and more as I get older. The majority of relationships are transactional. It's transactional. Even relationships, marriage is transactional. I do believe that a woman chooses a man and a man chooses a woman based off of the benefits that they could possibly get for being with this person, right? So me being the primary breadwinner and all this, that, and the other in the relationship, and whoever you're choosing, the girl or whatever, she coming in and filling the role. And, if you do decide to have kids and, she's taking care of that, and she's making sure food's on the table and all the stuff that you would hope that your wife would do for you. To me, that's transactional. She's doing that specifically because she don't probably want to work, right? As the man, you're already in the role where you want to, take care of somebody and have somebody that'll take care of you as a result. So it's transactional. She's doing what she needs to do to keep the relationship right, and vice versa, you're playing your part as well. So we can't be shocked or appalled if women are often approaching us as foreign men, asking us for the bread, the better, the money. Why would you be fucking surprised, or why would you have a problem with it? As opposed to how they approach local guys. Now, there is this small little window caveat that we've talked about probably a minute ago, but you have some guys that still hold the same mentality, and they tell you, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, or that same rules apply. When in the Philippines, do as Filipinos do. When in the DR, do as the Dominicans do, right? So if you see how the local guys are acting and how they deal with their women, and you choose or opt to, approach and deal with women those exact same ways, you just may not be hit up all the time for the bread. Now, I'm just going to tell you, because you look who you are, or look the way that you do, you can almost guarantee somebody going to pour mouth you, right? They have to. It's like I would be shocked and appalled if they didn't. You feel me? That's kind of the vibe, man. I would be shocked and appalled if a woman didn't come asking me for money if I was in a foreign country. In most of those countries that may be considered third world, I would be surprised if no women came up asking me for money. Because at that point, they would assume I'm broke, and I would be like, thank God that you have that assumption about me, because that means I ain't got to come out of pocket for shit, right? But, you know, me in my time, and I'll use my experience in the Philippines for as long as I was there, over time, you know, being a college kid and, you know, studying abroad and all of that stuff and, you know, being in college, it was easier for me to say, look, man, I ain't got it like that. And to be honest with you, as crazy as it sounds, it shouldn't be much of a shocker, but maybe it was because I was black too, that a lot of people didn't really come at me for the money like that. Now, you had some, but it could have very well been because of the way that I look. Maybe, with all due respect to my African brethren, they kind of assumed that I was probably from Africa. And as a result, knowing that, and I'm saying this with all due respect, that at a certain point in certain areas in Africa, they are on par with certain areas in the Philippines in reference to socioeconomic class and all of the above. If they feel you ain't got it, they ain't gonna ask, right? They just not gonna ask, and they're not gonna fuck with you. But they hear me talk, and then they hear that accent that I might potentially be from somewhere else, you know, more like the United States or America. Kind of changes the tone or the vibe a little bit. But for the most part, I just played it cool. I dressed down. You know, we were never really flossy, you know, and that really did play a major part in people probably not pursuing me specifically for financial gain. And although it is a dark truth that this particular individual was exposing about the DR, and I could say the same for the Philippines, it's just a reality. And if you're shocked or appalled that people are asking you for money, then this travel life may not be for you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you're mad, shocked, or appalled that people are coming at you asking for money, this shit may not be for you. Okay? It may not be for you. But the way that I look at it is, man, should you be surprised, shocked, or appalled that somebody asking you for bread? The answer, in my opinion, is no. So if a girl come at you asking you for a little bit of money because she need to pay something off or whatever, look, man, transactional that bitch. Make it a transaction. Like, look, okay, I got you, boo-boo. I got you on that. Whatever, I got you on whatever you need. As long as the money is something that you don't mind, and I'm going to say losing because you're not losing it, but something you don't mind giving away because you know you're not going to give it back. I say, hey, all right, love, I got you, but, you know, I ain't gonna hold you, baby girl. What you gonna do for me? And most times when they come at you with that money talk, I'll be damned if a girl come at you with that money talk, but she ain't willing to put out. That would be appalling to me. Most girls kind of have it in their head that if they coming at you for that bread talk, that they probably gonna have to come off of it. You know, most of them are aware of that. So it's almost like a conversation that doesn't need to be had, right? It's kind of like, baby girl, I'll take care of you. Do you mind taking care of me, right? It's a simple thing. And you make the transaction, you do what it does, and you go about your business. No shocker. I'm trying to figure out where the shock is. Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Make it make sense. This is my time, effort, and energy. I appreciate y'all locking in, man. It's been a good doc. Y'all take care, man. Y'all stay blessed, man. Doc is out.